Hello everyone and welcome back to Out of Ore. So today we are going to be just strictly digging. I'm going to do a jump cut at the end for finishing out the material, but I'm going to try something out. Jet said to use these to mark so I'm getting exactly 2 blocks each time, and since those are snapped, they're exactly set on 2 blocks. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our first cut, and we're just going to make a complete. I'm going to actually put this on one side too, so I want this to be all going through the left side. So we're going to go like this. And cutting to the left is going to be the left hopper, cutting to the right is going to be the right hopper. And see if this will work for separating the material evenly. So hopefully it works out the way it's supposed to. It'll work fine. So we are going to be just filling up this side at first, and then it will, however, be like a couple minutes off because there's no way to finish them both at the same time. But if all we're doing is digging, I think it'll be okay. But in doing this, we'll have exactly, if I scroll over here, we can line this up and do exactly 2 blocks per cut. And I think I can do two going right to left. It'll be really close. But we've got the material going through, so that should be working fine. I do see a flash every once in a while still. So maybe I'm not getting quite a full cut here. Did I forget to move forward after my last cut? That could be a problem. Yeah, we're not cutting very deep into this at all. Let's go ahead and slide this back to the right, and we'll get a fresh cut going, because that's not going to work. That definitely will not be the same as the next cut. Sorry about that, so we'll just go ahead and slide this back to the right, and then I'll move 2 blocks forward. I can go ahead and shut that off. And try to get as accurate as I can to 2 blocks here. Make sure that we're still square, which we are. And then when we get back over here to 90 degrees, or 180, however you want to call it, we can start the machine back up and start cutting. I mean, technically I could cut part of it now, but let's just go ahead and start right there. So there should be a lot more material going through now. And when we get to the front, the hopper should be really close to being touching, if not actually touching. So we'll just go through here and get as much as we can. Probably dig like, I don't know, 25 or 30 minutes. And see how much material we can get through in that amount of time. And then I will do, like I said, a jump cut and time it while it's actually not recording. Tell you how long it took for the material to go through for this much cutting with the 695. And you know, we could be like another block deeper too, but I like to have a little bit of leeway. Man, I might have went just a touch too far. We'll see if it starts to jump. It is definitely going to be close. And I'll tell with the arm bouncing like instantly if it jumps. But I think we're just going to make it. Like the front of that hopper can like go in a few inches, but much more than that, it'll start to bounce really bad. And it's like right at the edge right now. I know that because I've had it bounce at about this depth right here. but we're almost exactly to 100% in the front, which means it'll start getting shallower on the hopper itself. I also want to apologize to the loyal viewers. I know I haven't posted for a few days. I was feeling a little under the weather, and I just couldn't force myself to record a video. Feeling better now though, so we'll get things back on track. Start getting at least a video every other day out for this one, and a video every other day out for Gold Mining Simulator. I do plan on doing a farming sim series. I want to get a few videos recorded on that before I release the first one. So that might be a couple weeks before it starts. And it's probably only going to be maybe 2 videos a week on that one. Maybe 3, we'll see. Depends on how much time I got. There's just been a lot going on between gaming and real life the last couple months. I'd also like to thank everybody for watching the videos. It's been really nice, great change from previous experience with YouTube. I didn't do so well with the streaming aspect of it, but the videos are kicking off really good. I'm getting a lot of viewers, which is very helpful, comments, even some subs. I'm not asking for them. If you guys like them, I know you will. It's been very pleasing to see the difference between the first time I tried this and this time. I do realize the content's a little bit different, but trying to change that up as we go, make it a little different than I had before. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and turn this thing off. We're going to creep forward 2 more. So right about there. Then we're going to come back here and switch this to the right side. So, oh, too far. Right about there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and turn this back on and continue digging. And we're just going to keep doing that, like I said, probably 25 or 30 minutes. And we'll see towards the end how close we are to actually being somewhat similar. As long as I can keep it the same, we'll have the same amount going through, but being the right side started later, the right side is going to take a little bit longer to finish at the end, if we do the even amounts of cuts. And I'm hoping, like I said, I'm doing it by time, so we'll see what happens. Also, sometime tomorrow, the demo for Gold Mining Simulator 2 is supposed to come out. I'm not exactly sure what time, but I think it's Gold Mining Simulator 2. Maybe no, that was a different game. I was like, I'm sorry, forget I said that. But it is supposed to be coming out in Q1 of 2026. So they have about another month and a half before it's supposed to be released. We'll see if they stick to it and actually release it Q1. Again, just the demo though. The one that's being released tomorrow, I think, is Construction Store Simulator or something like that. Looks interesting. A little different than normal things, but looks interesting. I might do a short series on the demo. I don't know if I'll purchase the live game or not. It hasn't even announced when it's going to be released yet. So as you all know, I mean, I really like doing these videos, but ultimately it does revolve around views, clicks, that kind of thing. So I've kind of abandoned the uh, main sequence videos because they just weren't getting the traction I thought they were going to. I might go back to it later. They still need to do some work on their multiplayer, which is a big thing for me. I do like playing with my friends, and it would just take longer and longer and longer to load if we could even get it to load up. Buddy of mine, we went out to the big asteroid cluster, the rich one, and when we got out there, we got one base set up, and then we couldn't get him to load back in. Like it would, and of course it locks it up too. So like I can't do anything while I'm waiting for him. The machines lock up; they don't do anything, and so we're just sitting there kind of waiting and waiting and waiting. There was one time it took almost 10 minutes, and then it kicked him out, and he couldn't log back in. So I had to restart, and then again, same thing. So we just gave up on it, which is kind of, I don't know, defeating in a way because I want to play it. It seems like a good game. I liked Satisfactory when it was around, or just I guess it's still around, but I liked Satisfactory, and it seems like basically a space Satisfactory to me. Uh, but they need to work on a couple things first, I think. All right, so that looks like it's pretty close to 90 degrees here. I want to get as much of this iron and stuff out of this section here. I might have a little bit of gold in there too before I move forward. Alright, so we got there. I'm going to go ahead and change cameras again real quick because I want this view. We're going to shut that off. And then I'm just going to, like I said, kind of watch this thing right here and try to get as close to 2 blocks as possible. It looks pretty close. Switch the conveyor back to this side. A little too far. And we'll start back up. See, hopefully while I was running the cut back to the right, the left side was pretty much emptying out. And so, like, right now we should be pretty close to even, I think. I don't see anything. I mean, it's still material going out of that side. And that's going to be a big telltale. If I get to the end and there's still material in there, then I'm probably close to being on the right track. Obviously, it takes longer to run material through than it does to cut it, but or dig it up, or however you want to call it. I'm just kind of trying to test out a new way of doing things to see if I can find a way to have this material end at the same time. And that way we can dig more instead of doing side projects more. I still need to finish off the roof up there. I got both inside and outside plant done. The walls are done. The conveyors are done. Catwalks are done. Like I said, I still kind of want to build a road over there, but I'm thinking it might be too difficult the way things are with the dozer for me to actually do it. I might need to recruit some help on that one. I even went through and repainted all the pieces I missed. Like if you look up under there right there, those are all red cubes that are supposed to be that, and then the underneath the actual conveyors. How close are we here? I think it looks pretty good. I could have went a little further forward, but that's alright. Like I said, trying to make sure this works out good. So like the only other thing I can think of is to possibly build an underground mine somewhere, but I need this to go down further before I do that, which means a lot more digging. And then maybe build a mine going like that direction under the plant so I can easily connect it to the plant with like some elevators and some chutes or something. And then I also would have to like figure some way of not tearing up a road when I come through with the bagger again. My other thought was to start a new map. I have 3 chose out that I want to kind of look at. The first one is part of the DLC for mass excavation. My problem with that map is I have used a lot of explosives on a test map to see what was around, and the only thing I could find away from the actual pit itself was dirt. I couldn't find coal anywhere, I couldn't find iron anywhere, I couldn't find pay dirt anywhere. I went down a super long ways and never ran into blasted rock. So I think personally that map is unfinished. So my next 2 choices are going to be Scandinavia or the winter map. And I'm not quite sure which one I want to do, but I'm thinking about starting a new season on one of those 2 maps with a fresh company. So we're starting out at 0 with 0 experience again, and having the humble beginnings of starting anew and working our way back up. I will leave this one in case we want to come back to this. Right now, I mean, we've pretty much got to the end game of what we can do with this. I mean, I know I haven't put a ton out, but I mean, this bagger alone has 4.1 hours on it. And then we have probably, I mean, I could jump up there and look real quick. Probably, I don't know, 15 hours on that one up there, maybe? I don't know. A lot. Like, we're on episode 54, I believe, and the bagger came out in teens somewhere. So we've had 40 episodes of using the bagger a lot. I mean, obviously, some of it's been with the loader, like trying to clear this out up over here and other things like that. Alright, so that still has material in it too. Before I make my next cut, I want to just hop out and look real quick. I am going to move forward though. So let's go ahead and line this up. Right about there. Now we'll run over here and look, see where we're at. I need to move the conveyor too. But if we were to jump up here, we're going to have 281 in this one, 206 in this one, 600, 600, nope, 293. So this one has a lot more in it. But the next cut will be for this side here, so that'll be fine. Alright, Shift and D. Back just a touch right there. And we'll go ahead and start this up, and it should be pretty close. So we had like 500 and then 2. Yeah, it'll be really close, I think, to having similar numbers when we get done with this cut. So anyway, tell me down in the comments below what you think. If you want to see Scandinavia, if you want to see a winter map. I can do some bagger work on the winter map like later on. Obviously, I couldn't start with it if we start with the new company. Same thing with Scandinavia. I know you guys like to see the bagger, but if we're starting with the new company, it's going to be a lot of lower level stuff to start with until we get a little foot in the ground and get some money coming in. I might look around for a coal area and try to put up a oil refinery so that we can have a passive income coming in while we try to figure out how to raise up our plant. Plus, it'll also help us get experience too. Like we could be able to, let me just look at this real quick. If I go to this, click home and quests, like we could be doing coal right now, but we don't need any experience. So, there's different iron, same thing, copper. These ones down here aren't as good, the aluminum, but these top four here are pretty good. You could also do these ones down here to get a little bit of experience. Just a thought of something we might be able to do. I do wonder if like the next DLC or update's gonna have a higher level cap. Because like right now I have 36 million extra EXP. This cut doesn't seem to be getting as much dirt as the other cut did. I mean, I know it's the same. It just doesn't seem like it, like if it's going through the hopper area. The other day I didn't have the, I tried getting on to record a video and I didn't have the bagger backed up like I had talked about in previous videos, and it jumped on me and was turned sideways because it was too close. So I had to mess around with that and get everything straightened back out. Probably the reason why I had to move forward this time too. I thought I already moved forward, but I hadn't. Gonna have to check the old coal plants too today. See how close it is to getting any material in there. What I really want to do is like spend a couple hours digging one of these days and then record like the last 30 minutes of it to see if we can overfill one of those storage containers and have it pass through to the second one to make sure that stuff's working properly. I mean, like I know how I could like trick it into doing it, and that would just be like fill the other one up with individual one items, so it forces everything to go through. But I'm trying not to do it that way. So that was what, 4 meter cuts. Each square is 2 meters, I believe. So we did 4, 8, yeah, 16 meters of material. Well, 16 meters out front. Side's not, obviously, it's not that much. And just under 25 minutes. That's not too bad. Obviously, I talked for a little bit of that too about what the ideas were and other things. Jumped out of the hopper or out of the machine once. Alright, so we're getting pretty close here to 90 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and shut off the machine. I'm going to back it up just a touch, so in case it hops on me, it doesn't bounce all over the place like it did last time I logged in. Come over here and see where we're at on this cut. I'm pretty sure I was a little thicker on that one. Yeah, we got 439 in that one. Another 189 there. 192 and 293. So it's going to take a while. Let's see. 192, 293. So that's like 500 almost. So if we take this, do a return on that, and then we split it. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80. Let's just consume that. That's pretty close. And then put this over here. We should be right on track to finish at the same time. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to do a little bit of a jump cut, and I will see you guys when the material gets done. See you soon. So the last of the material just went through. We're going to run up top and see how much we got. Something else I noticed too, I was looking at the hoppers while I was doing this. And if you look at the conveyors, when they're going through, it has a little green thing that goes like 30%. These things do not. They just tell you like 249,000%. It doesn't have like a level on here, so I don't think this will ever overflow and lose material. So it's good to have a little buffer in there right after the hopper. So like I was talking about earlier, I've been thinking about doing a season 3, starting over. Let me know what you guys think, if it's something you're interested in, or if you want me to keep going on this one. Like I said, we've been doing a lot of bagger work here, so I'm not quite sure what else we can do that we haven't done already. It's been a fun series, but I think it's kind of coming to an end. It's getting very repetitive. Oh, and by the way, it was about another 25 minutes to make the material all go through. Alright, so everything is in these 3 here, so we didn't get as much as we did last time. I'm going to take all the steel and silver and gold and sell that. Everything else is going to go down and get put away. I think we might run down and check one of the silver, steel. Might run down and check one of the ruby things, see how full they are. Not even a full stack. Okay, we're gonna leave this for right now. We'll get those probably next time. So let's see what we got here. Go to sell. Alright, so basically 600,000 for a stack of steel. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of those, so that's quite a big chunk of it. 137, they go, yeah, pretty much 137. So just in steel we made 7 million. Silver we're gonna make a little over 1 million, not by much. And then gold, another 3. So not too bad. We made what did I say, 137, so like right at 10 million today. Plus we have all this stuff here to put away that we'll make more money off of later. We didn't fill it up enough to go through, so we don't have to check those ones. Let's see, let's go ahead and grab all this stuff and put it away so you can see how much of that stuff we have now too. We have tons of rubies and diamonds. Lots of silicone. Finally starting to catch up on copper, which is good. Alright, so obviously full thing of steel here. This one's silicone. It's getting... Now that we're starting to put all of it in there instead of selling it. Lithium. Copper. So we're starting to get there with that stuff too. Aluminum. And then we have 2 containers over here with miscellaneous stuff in them. Well, no, that one's empty. Walls and stuff, and then back over here for the diamonds and rubies. Diamonds half a container, rubies, full, and partial. So that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, click that like button. It really helps out the channel. If you have any tips, tricks, questions, or concerns, let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you want me to keep continuing this series or start a new season up, like I said, on either Scandinavia or the winter map, uh, leave that in the comment section below also. Any side projects you would like to see maybe that I haven't thought of. Like I said, thought about doing a road going over here, but it seems like it's going to be too difficult to try to keep the dozer going, because I wanted to go like right across through there, work across a little flat spot there, and then come up into the valley. I did that once, but for some reason the recording got corrupted or something, so I had to discard that. And like I said, in this one we got 17 hours. This one over here we have another 5 hours, so that's 26 hours of bagger work that we've done. And that's not including the small one that I actually sold. So thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a great day.